Hello. Sorry. Anyway, so hi. Enough about you. Let's talk about me. So next week is going to be the 17th of March, that week. That's a Friday. So normally we have podcasts come out every Wednesday or Thursday, but there will be no episode next week that is posted. It will be a live episode on the 17th. That's Friday, March 17th. Remember, if you use your brains, that I had told you guys that every once in a while when Edmon's here, we will be doing like a live episode, hopefully once a month. That will be March 17th next week. If you're listening to this after that, then like you missed it, you freaks. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know that will be on my Twitch stream. So that's, how the hell do you get there? Twitch.tv, go there and then type in Nicholas James Emmizzie and you can find it there. You don't have to pay for anything. You can just listen with no account. But if you want to interact, that's kind of why we wanted to do this, because we want to interact. Like, it's one thing to post the episode and then respond to the comments, but it's another to actually have you guys interact with us. And Twitch will happen in real time. Okay, because it's a live stream. Are you paying attention? Freak. And so you can actually talk to us, comment, engage, and we will be able to respond to you in real time. It'll be so awesome. But that'll be 7 p.m. EST. On the 17th. You don't need an account to watch, but you need an account to, like a Twitch account, to comment. You don't have to pay for anything though, like it's fully free. Yeah, so just want to let you guys know, next week, March 17th. Okay, sick. Bye. I know what you're thinking already. The audio sounds so good. I mean, if you've been listening, you know that the audio's been like... And
what does yours smell? Because you got the prosciutto.
So guys, I have this new coffee. It's prosciutto coffee. No, I got a pistachio flavored coffee.
That's why it smells like that.
Yeah, this bitch said you got the prosciutto.
Prosciutto in the coffee is crazy.
Yeah, it's giving Italiano. Super Mario.
That was not.
So I was tirelessly working to fix the audio and I got it together, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I was actually editing pictures of myself like a vain
the entire
bitch.
Time.
And Edmon did it.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope this sounds better. We are at a new setup for the
that
video
he hates for
every
no
single
reason.
time. The problem is I'm watching.
I want y'all to.
Yeah, by the way, I'm Nick, by the way.
Hi, I'm Edmon. I want y'all to comment under this video and let him know if this is good or bad. Because what I've been trying to do is explain to him that he got to do the best with what he got, but he want to be like Meghan Trainor and Laura Lee and all these motherfuckers with $10 million homes with big ass podcast rooms.
There's just something so eclectic about the paint stripping off the wall.
I want you to know nobody cares.
Someone's in the comments like, actually, I hate the background and I really hate it.
Yeah.
Thank God we're not big, because people would literally, like, when I was watching Laura and Manny, they were saying, like, every time they switch something, someone's like, blah! And at first they were saying shit about their tables, and they had to sit down and be like, we're literally renting a studio. Anyway, hi guys. You guys are so fucking impatient. Stop. Okay.
Am I like in the shot? Should I scoot up some?
It's fine when we're like this. I think you're just really like... I think you're just really large. Like,
I've been trying to tell you this for the past 3 hours.
I keep trying to make everything even in the video, but like,
but I'm twice your size. How are we ever gonna be? What is the podcast about?
Okay, guys.
God damn it!
Come on your feet.
I nutted.
So I saw this quote. And the quote was, "You can't grow with people who don't love how growth looks on you."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my God, let's get into people and fucking just start talking shit about people.
Mm-hmm.
Last 3 episodes, I'm like, I want to like share things that are really like growth, wholesome, whatever.
And like I was about to say Whole Foods. Yeah.
I want to share Whole Foods.
Yeah.
But I think in true me fashion, you can't grow without really realizing things about the people in your past. And the best way to go about that is to talk shit about them. I'm just kidding.
Damn, that's crazy.
I'm definitely going to talk shit.
I don't give a shit. Niggas ain't gonna fight.
No, they sure won't.
Are you gonna name names?
No, I would never.
Maybe I might hint to some.
oh, I'm gonna say it in a way where it couldn't be more obvious of who it was.
If you know, you know type shit.
But and everyone will know, but for legal reasons, like I won't.
You won't, but if I happen to know somebody with the same name and I bring them up,
you're like, it rhymes with, you just change the first
rhymes
letter.
With
it rhymes with Sandy Cat.
You're like, I would never say Kevin's name. Don't say Kevin. I'm like, it rhymes with Devin and it start with a K.
Yeah, so I just wanted to discuss some stuff, and and if you wanted to vent and talk shit about people in the comments, I support.
Do that.
Do it.
Do it.
So here's the first one. What is one situation where someone may have not wanted you to like elevate or grow or move on to something else? Or has anybody ever told you that you've changed? Like, you know, when people are like, you've changed, you're this now, you've changed, but it's like not in a positive way. Like they say it negatively, but to you it's positive.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say no names, but I had a friend one time that told me that I was a narcissist. I was turning into a narcissist because I didn't want to.
You of all people.
Yeah, I was telling me I was turning into a narcissist because I wasn't like on the same type of shit that she used to be on. Oh my God.
You're like, that's something a narcissist would say.
But I just thought about something random just now. This one time in high school. It's not the same person at all. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm about to veer off of my original point. I'm going to come back there, but we're going to have to go somewhere else real quick because I want to tell this story.
Just a quick detour.
I had this friend in high school before. And she had got mad at, because we used to stand, I guess we used to stand each other, not I guess, we used to actually. We used to stand in line together in lunch because we were our only friend. Like I was her only friend, she was my only friend. She was like a scaredy cat. Like she didn't want to like talk, she was like socially like awkward and shit like that. And like I really wasn't all the way. So like I had other friends. And so like I would go with them sometimes and I'm like try to bring her along, but she wouldn't want to come. So I'm like, all right, bitch, I'm about to go. Like
that's your bad. You don't wanna, like, I tried to bring you along.
Keep your ass here. So she got mad at me because I wouldn't stand on her in line
when I
no
move,
more.
you move. Just like that.
Just like that. That's it. She got mad at me because I didn't want to be in line with her.
I just like thought this was gonna be something.
No, that was it. I just thought about it. I just felt like saying that. We're
all
sharing in the podcast.
So it wasn't like a detour. It was more like a roundabout. Like you hit this exit.
Well, it wasn't
and
the
then
same
you got
person.
back on and came around.
No, not even that. It's like I was going and then I drove into a dead end and I backed up from that one that dead end and then came back out
like
to the
like a cul-de-sac. You were like,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just like hit a bump real quick and then came back off. Yeah, she told me I was been a narcissist because I wasn't on the same type of time as she was.
I already don't like her.
We used to just like not do nothing all the time. Like niggas used to just be what?
You used to not do nothing?
Let me explain it. Like motherfuckers wasn't like trying to go to school or like do extracurricular activities or
you
like
used to do nothing.
What did I say?
Not do nothing.
Niggas used to not do nothing. Like,
see, that's what I'm telling you. I told you this recently. You just say things that don't make sense.
We used to not do nothing.
What's
like
the other thing you'd say? I never knew.
I ain't never
That
knew.
means you did know.
We used to not do nothing. Like shit. just like, what are you talking about?
That's not what I mean. Anyway, go. You're annoying.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? So niggas used to not do nothing type shit.
I'm not going to come for you during your month on how you speak because I'm canceled.
I understand the double negative there. But
yeah,
that's
March
just
1st, though, I'm writing these down.
Just go lay it on me. Yeah. Hi, guys. This podcast is about everything my husband said last month that made no sense.
Yeah, and I couldn't talk about it because it was Black History Month.
Yeah. Let me back up then, since motherfuckers don't understand English. We used to be very lazy together and not participate in other things outside of being nothing. And so I went to school and like had a boyfriend and just did other shit. And she didn't like that because I was changing up and I was like,
best friends hate when you get a boyfriend.
Trying to do some other shit.
Hate it.
And that wasn't even the case. Like niggas just trying to just like do other shit that was not sitting around all day. Which is very funny to me because like, I mean, I guess it's not funny. I guess I get it because of the environment that motherfuckers came up in. That's how motherfuckers be like, if you around people that don't do nothing and then all of a sudden you try to do something, then it's always going to be somebody in that group of people that's just like, well, what? You're changing.
It's kind of like when your sister went to Atlanta and then had to come back and people were like, see, that's why you don't leave. That's why you didn't go do something because you wanted to be something else.
You're trying to go do other stuff. I was like, yeah, but bitch, you don't even got no associates. You don't even got to, never mind, I ain't going to do that. Well, I was about to say you ain't got no associates, but I don't either. So that would have been a self-track. But I do have a diploma, which some of you bitches don't have.
What's a Celsius? Isn't it a drink? Celsius?
Who said Celsius?
Isn't that what you say? You don't have a Celsius?
That's not what I said.
What'd you say?
I don't have an associate's degree. You clearly
I don't even know
either.
what that means.
You don't either.
I didn't go to school. What do you mean?
Yeah. You rarely got your degree.
I didn't get a degree.
Or sorry, diploma.
High school diploma.
Yes, I meant to say.
But I got it.
You got it.
You're like, can I see the phone real quick? Because I want to ignore you while you talk.
I'm like, hold on, let me see. I'm like, go ahead, talk.
That's what you do. I literally cut out 10 minutes of our last episode.
I do this
because I was looking at you talking and you didn't look up once. So I cut it out.
But I'm listening to you, though.
No, I need you.
But I'm listening. You don't listen. You look at me and you don't hear me.
I need you to see me,
but you see me. But sometimes you see me and you still don't hear what I said.
Yeah, but I'm there with my eye contact.
No,
and that's what I need.
No,
I need
not.
eye contact.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, open up. Buttercup.
Shut up, nasty.
Mine was, I spoke about this in my dance YouTube video where I was saying like goodbye to dance, but that I was in a situation where I worked for someone who was also a friend, a very good friend slash like mother figure. Literally, like I spent almost every single day with this person from the age of 21 maybe to 26, 27. Like spent every single day with this person. I didn't tell anyone that I wanted to move, but I knew I wanted to move away from Toronto for, I would say like I knew for an entire year.
Yeah.
But I didn't tell her or anyone because I didn't want anyone else's opinion to sway me because I had this thing where like I never wanted to let anyone down. So I felt like if I had talked to somebody, they could sway me really easily.
Persuaded you not to do the thing that you wanted to do for your damn self. Yeah.
Yeah, like my brain would have made me stay longer than I really wanted to. So when I finally told her that that's what I was ready to do, and then was telling her all these good things like, I'm going to go and do this, and this is what I'm going to do, and I'm pursuing this, and blah, blah, blah. Her only response was like, what about me? Like, you're going to leave me here, and you want to go do all of these things, and I've set all this up for you. Now that I've helped you do this, which that's a whole different topic because I ran her
Because
shit.
plot twist, I know who you're talking about. Ma'am, you wouldn't even... Maybe it's not my space to speak.
I don't know. We're not going to...
I'm not going to do that. Go ahead.
Because I actually really want to reach out to her and talk to her, and I don't know why, but I do.
Yeah, I don't know why you... whatever.
I'll explain it later. Essentially, I think in my perspective and everybody around me's perspective in the end, I really built her thing. So I built someone else's dream. Someone else had a dream that they had totally started and like set up and blah, blah, blah. But the reason it lived and the reason it had longevity was because of what I was doing. And then I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm 26 years old or 27, whatever I was at the time, building someone else's dream. What do I have for myself? I need to leave and pursue all these things in a dream that I had. And especially because when I was dating my ex, because, you know, like I wanted to do YouTube in high school, but I never did. Every time I would date someone and talk about YouTube, they didn't support it. You were the first person I ever dated that was like, sure, sick. Not even sure, sick. You were like, I'll be in it. Like you were the first person. So I'd always wanted to. And it was right after that ex. And I was like, I'm going to pursue the internet stuff. I'm going to do what I've been wanting to do for literally so long. And her whole thing was like, I did this, gave you all this, and now you're just going to leave me. And now I have to teach someone again to do all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. And I just was like, now the relationship is clear. It's no longer like mother figure, really close friend, whatever, spending all this time together.
You was milking me to get your bread up.
Yes. And did we develop a friendship and whatever along the way? Yes. But now when it comes down to it,
the bond was that I made you money. And once I stopped making you money, thank you.
You used me. And I learned so much. And honestly, like I'm so grateful for that time because I learned so much about who I am as a human, a teacher, a choreographer, and an artist. So much. And I don't think I would have had that same opportunity had I not been given that. However, she used me.
Yeah.
You know? There's a lot of little things in there. I just remember wanting so desperately and finally for the first time making a jump for myself. Because even moving to Toronto wasn't for myself. Or like I didn't do it. My parents were like, you're going this weekend and we're dropping you off. Good luck. Like I never made a choice for myself ever. And that she wasn't happy for me. And she had told me like, you're changing and you're doing things and what about me? You know what I mean? And that I'll never forget. That one I really didn't like because that change had to happen.
And that's just so steep though because of how long you had that relationship and the type of relationship you thought you had with her. Like here you thinking that this girl could have been like your mother. And
And
she just
did
like,
so much, though. That's the thing. She did so much for me as a mother figure. She really took care of me and gave me so much.
but that's the sick part, because motherfuckers will do that shit though. Like motherfuckers will pay your way, do all this type of shit for you just because they want to like cash out on you, or like
that love was conditional.
hell yeah. Like the second you do some other shit, it's over. Like I don't want to fuck with you no more. And that's really wild that motherfuckers act like that. Like
that's what's so steep about it is I'm still sitting here today. I'm 31. I think I met her when I was 20 or 21. And I'm still like, I would just want to talk to her. Like, that's how deep that goes.
Yeah.
And I was telling Matthew, I was like, I really want to. But it's like, I've changed and I've grown. Am I just letting that energy back in and receiving that? Not that it was bad, but that part was bad. If I reach out and do all these things and I think I've closed that chapter, if I reopen that book, am I allowing myself to receive that energy again? Knowing what I so blatantly know.
Yeah.
One situation where you grew apart from someone and it was one of those things that had to be done, even though they might not have even noticed that you grew apart from them or that you like made yourself less available. But because people like naturally grow apart.
Yeah.
But one that maybe you've been like, I gotta step back from this.
I have one. It bothers me to this day because she still reaches out to me and I could reply.
Do I know who this is?
No. A really close friend of mine that I had all through like middle school and high school. Damn near like not damn near, was one of my best friends. And it bothers me because I feel like I'm unfair that I like stopped talking to her as much and like reaching out to her as much and like seeing her and shit like that. I don't see her. I ain't seen her in like, I want to say since we started dating. But it was because like there's some people, I don't know how to say this. I'm gonna just say it and niggas can feel how they want to feel about it. There's some people that like their mental health affects you. And it's not that they trying to like bring you down or like make you feel some sort of way or like ruin your energy, but like they can't help that they do that. And like you want to be there for them because they're your friend, like, you know, you close to them and shit like that. You want to make sure that they're cool and shit like that. But like it comes to a point where it's just like every time I come around you, like I feel drained after I like leave, or like it's like work to be here because I'm always trying to like balance you out, or like when you going through your like manic shit, like I'm trying to like bring you back down to earth and shit like that. And it's like after a while that shit just got so much, and I was just like, bro, I can't like continue to keep coming around her and being around her, even though I love her dearly. I love her so much, but it's just like if I continue to stay here, all I'm gonna do is just get more and more like resentful of you and like hate being around you and shit like that, because it's always some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel bad because like I feel like I'm just leaving I left my friend to just like be by herself, you feel me? But it's just like,
how old were you when you were like, I'm done?
It's like early 20s.
Yeah, like, but the thing is, it's like, it's not like you're a teenager, you know what I mean?
Right.
Emotional responsibility, and I know it's tough, but your mental health is your responsibility.
Yes.
And I actually talk about this in my YouTube video, emotional responsibility, and like how you walk into rooms and energy that you leave. And like when people don't want to be around you anymore, that isn't like always about them. Like it's they get to make a selfish choice. Like you have to be cautious of how you approach people, and no, even if it's the first time you met them, 100th time you met them, the last energy that you leave is the energy they're taking with them.
Right.
You need to be responsible for your emotions and mental health, because how, like, just like this, like somebody you love so much, you can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
And that isn't you giving up on her. That isn't any of that stuff. She's old enough to, you know, have to have emotional responsibility. And so I understand what you're saying.
And I understand that, you know what I'm saying? Like I get that.
It doesn't make it less
like,
hard.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, it's also like certain people, like it take a while for certain people to get to a point to where they like stable out and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like she was still on that journey type shit. So I mean, like it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like
if she does grasp that and like does handle that though, like you'll know when you talk to her.
Yeah.
Because you can always just like have a random conversation and you will know immediately.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's what I was going to say. Like I had hung out with her a couple years ago, just like one random time. And like I still saw that it was still like that. And so I was just like, damn. But like she was telling me she was in therapy and like getting her, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But like she still wasn't, you know what I mean? And I was just like, damn, bro. Like
you have to set boundaries.
That shit's so crazy, man. Life wild as hell. But yeah.
But that's how you handle your emotional responsibility, is by removing things that might derail that or affect that. Like that's a choice that you get to make. You know what I mean? Like people can't be, you can be, but you can't be upset for the choices that people make based off of how you act.
Exactly.
You know, everyone's just trying to protect themselves.
At the end of the day, that's it.
You know,
so
yeah.
What about you?
Mine is a friend that I had for 7 years, I think. And I was like 21 when I was like, gotta go. But it was a very toxic friendship. I don't like making friends. So I don't know if you guys know. I'm not a big fan of it.
I don't know if you picked up on that, but
I'm not a big fan of it because of the emotional work. Like, you know how hard it is for me to go somewhere for 2 hours to talk to people. Yeah. My social battery is done. Like, I'm exhausted mentally. So to meet new people and do that stuff is very hard for me. I'd rather just like stay with the people who aren't good to me. And not anymore. I don't have any people who aren't good to me. You know why? Because you're all down. You're all gone. Sorry. So I kept her around. It was like comfortable. You know what I mean? And so she.
Can you just like lay?
No, my baby hairs.
Do what I asked you to do.
This is why I just do this.
Okay.
And I just hope for the best. And it sticks up. It sticks up. Like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it's better now.
Yeah. So it was the kind of friendship when it first formed. It was really weird. Now looking back, like, what the fuck? But I was not in her friend group, but we were best friends.
Okay.
I don't like anybody she was friends with because it's like they all had some secret competition with each other and people would like do things to be so awful to her.
That's the wild shit about being friends with somebody in like a different circle because you see how they operate and you be like, nigga, why are you there? Like,
and like she had this one friend, rhymes with Kevin but starts with a D, and he was so like everything was a competition. So whatever. I didn't like him because of that. Still to this day, I'm not even friends with her. I still don't like him because that's the kind of person I am. I don't like him. I won't like him for the rest of my life. I felt like I rode for her more than they did. I don't care about the competition. I just don't want to be fucking around them.
Right.
But then like they would talk about me and stuff, and like she would never defend me, and that really bothered me. But then I just kind of was like, whatever, I'll get over it. I honestly don't care. Then we got older.
Yeah, I'd be mad as hell.
We got older, and I got my first serious boyfriend of like almost 2 years. I think we stopped being friends during that time.
Oh, I remember this girl. Go ahead.
Yeah. I had to stop because it was almost like, it felt like she was jealous. She would openly talk about how she was jealous. And it felt like I was cheating on her by having a boyfriend. But I'm gay.
So, ma'am.
And I came out to her a long, like, eons before that, obviously. She had seen me through more than one boyfriend, but they weren't like serious, like nothing. And it just everything felt so toxic, and like I would get like paragraph text messages, like crazy shit about how horrible I am.
Oh, she was in love with you for sure.
Oh yes, 1,000,000%. And I'm sorry if you ever find this video, like you were. And I'm sorry to put it out like that.
No, she was though.
But she was though, honestly, wholeheartedly. I would get these like messages about what I'm doing to her, and at one point I was just like, I'm done. I'm absolutely done with this. And this one was a big one. This wasn't like a subtle drift apart from someone. I flat out was like, from this moment on, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm sorry that we even got to here. I physically can't do this anymore. Mentally, I can't do this anymore.
Like, I'm done hanging with you.
I've read everything that you've sent and blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
Please don't reply to this. Don't waste your time. I'm not replying to this, and I'm being selfish, and I'm doing this, whatever. I didn't really have many friends outside of her because I was dancing. Like I started dance, so all my friends were like dance friends, like Holly and all them. Like
right.
Like every party I ever went to, everything I did with her. So my social life involved her, but like my dance life took over. And then I met Matthew like literally a week later, which was so funny. Nice. Moved on from best friends like I move on from boyfriends.
Don't you?
Nobody's not replaceable. See, that's how you do it. That's how that's how you say like no, not with the grammar. When I do build a relationship with someone and take like I actually do, it's so hard for me to not think about it for the rest of my life. That was 10 years ago, I believe, that I cut off this friendship.
Yeah.
Since that 10 years, every year, multiple times a year, I think I should reach out. And I just want to know what she's doing. I want to know how she's doing. I want to like talk to her again. I spent so much time with this person and so much of it was good.
Yeah.
I knew that I had to. And again, am I welcoming back this energy? Should I just move on? I have better people, you know? And while that doesn't mean she's not a good person now or whatever.
At the time, it was just like, I can't be around you because you are draining.
And it's almost like that thing where it's like when you take back an ex. Like, and they do the thing again, like, that's your fault. That's not their fault at that point. They showed you who they were.
Right.
But also allow people to change. But like, I I can't do both. I can't allow people to change with me. Like I can't do that. No.
It's sad when you lose a best friend.
Yeah, but shortly after I gained one that's literally been like ride or die, the best thing ever. Yeah. Defend me till the day I die. Defend him till the day I die. I was on the phone with him yesterday and I was like, listen, bitch, we got to talk.
Yeah.
Because we got to talk about some things.
Yeah. It's some stuff.
Because if something happens to my Matthew.
Careful.
If something happens to my Matthew.
Not your son.
My child. I've worked too hard to raise this boy. Yeah. This is more about like reflecting on your growth from high school to 20s, early 20s, and then early 20s to now. The kind of people you attract, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In that way, because I feel like we always attract the same kind of friend, just in another body.
Yeah, I attract worse people now. No, I really do. Like, I always attract like...
I'm like, we grew, like we're attracting better people.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm better. Like, I'm better at like cutting niggas off and like getting the fuck on. I don't really like get too attached to motherfuckers no more. But like, it seems like I always attack like people who...
Do you see people because you've grown for who they are now? And maybe people were always like that in your life, but maybe you just see things more clearly now.
What you mean, like people I've known for a long time, or just like new people?
Yeah, like anybody you like attract now, like blah 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 blah.
Oh,
like maybe now like, that your brain is more clear and you can
like trait identification.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got that on lock now, baby.
But that's what I'm saying. Like maybe like you actually had to go through all of those friendships and blah blah blah, and then now you're like, I feel like I attract shitty people, but maybe it's always been the same people. You're just more aware now.
Oh, maybe.
I feel like maybe that.
Well, because not everybody's shitty.
I don't mean everyone. No. It's not like a...
No, I know what you mean though. Yeah, no. I think that might be that might be. I never thought about that until just now. That might be it.
Because like when you say you attract shittier people now, like how does that compare to the people you just talked about? You know, because those people are from a long time ago.
Well, those people weren't shitty. They were just like their like trajectory for they were not well, and like their growth. Their growth trajectory.
I'm gonna be honest. You've slipped on that word like 3 times in like the previous 2 podcasts.
I slip every time.
Trajectory.
Trajectory.
It just slowly gets less and less like the word.
Treasury. Treasure. Trey. Anyway, motherfucker's trajectory clearly didn't align with where it was that I would have liked to be, or that I was trying to go to.
You wanted people to go like with you,
essentially. Yeah. Like even if it wasn't like necessarily the same like financial thing or like career or some shit, like whatever the fuck it may be. Like
just I wanted a human.
Yeah, just like on a
moral level
or intellectual level or some shit like that. It's just like, and it's not that I'm saying like I'm a smart. I'm not. I'm the dumbest nigga I know. But
whenever you say things like you want to be around more people who are like intellectual, blah, 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 I'm like, how did we get married then? I'm pretty not intelligent.
No, but you're fun.
When you sent me that, he sent me a list of questions for our next podcast.
Oh my fucking God.
And I literally was like, babe, these are crazy words.
But the difference is I didn't realize how bad it was for you until it was too late.
I was a good
because I know some people just don't know things.
And maybe
but
it's because like I'm super artsy. So it's like you think, because right when we met, I was heavy into like being an artist.
Yeah.
And so it's like everything was conceptual and cool.
And like most artists I know are very like super.
I am that, but I'm not educated. Anyway, You wanted people to be on the same trajectory as you.
Or just line up, on things. But they weren't that. The difference now I'm finding is that some of those people that I'm like come in contact with now are that a bit, or like have little bits and pieces of that. But the majority of what these niggas is like cocaine sniffers and.
Well, I think that's the biggest thing. And I really noticed
lazy people and
absolutely
like all that shit.
I really noticed this, especially now in the last few years, is since I've like tried to learn, learned a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You really realize in your late 20s, because that's more like you've been formed. You know what I mean? Your early 20s and teen years, you are forming. So you look at people like, oh, they're growing, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, you can grow at any age, but I'm just saying like you are more of who you are now.
Yeah.
And so you really see who people grew up to be.
Because at this age, like that's who you are.
I mean, like yes and no. Like your dad, obviously,
no, you can change. Yeah, but who he is as like he can change his niggas. I feel like at our age, you can change your views and like you can change certain habits like that. But like
Yeah.
And like once I see your core at 30,
Yeah.
nigga, that's who you are. Like
Yeah.
you
And
can't.
it's like easier to change younger. I don't really attract anyone now, and if I do attract them, I immediately tell them to turn around because I don't really care. I attract the same people. People who
are users.
Yeah, I definitely do. And I've always attracted that. My whole life I've attracted people who are losers. Users. I've always attracted fucking losers. Fucking losers. No, I'm not like a physical giver. Giving is not my like love language, but
what's your love language? All right.
Okay.
Yeah, show love. But anyway, go ahead. That's your love language for sure.
I'm done with you. My love language is aggression. I very much like.
It's that too.
Okay, look at every relationship I've ever had, friend or not.
Yeah.
Or a relationship like romantic. I love a Build-A-Bear. Like it's my favorite kind of friendship. A Build-A-Bae, a Build-A-Friend, a Build-A-something. That's what I'm saying. I don't look for that, but I definitely attract it in like somebody who I feel like can do more and I want people to do more. And that's why, like we talked about in the last podcast, I'm such a pusher. I'm so challenging to be with and I want you to do more. And so like with Matthew, when I met him, like, oh my God, he was a baby. Like not physically, just like in his brain, and I wanted so much for him, like as a friend. I almost just said her name. The person who I was
person
for a
was
long
talking about,
time, who wasn't happy for me.
Yeah.
Like I built her whole
life,
like her all
professional
of that
life,
yeah professional life. Like she definitely started it, but I really helped a lot of that. And
you catapulted it for sure.
Yeah, because she was just like starting. Because I love that idea of like I don't want to work on myself.
No, you don't.
I don't. I now I do, but I don't. I didn't ever want to work on myself, so I felt way more passionate. It's why I teach. I didn't want to dance. I wanted to teach kids dance and teach them like and. You know, I always wanted to make people.
You want to make the next best dancer. You want to be the next best dancer.
Yeah, I want everybody to just be so good at what they do, and I want to be the person who can like really help them do that because I didn't have the capacity or energy. I didn't have the energy to do it for myself, you know, or I just like didn't think I could be that. But because I gave up on myself, I didn't. I'm now luckily I haven't, but because I gave up on myself my whole life. I wanted other people to do so good. So like every relationship, every friend. I mean, like my ex, remember he had like a crazy gambling problem. He made so much fucking money and just fucking
pissing
it all away. And I was like, you got to go to school. You got to do this. You got to do this. And I helped him try to do everything because I really wanted that for him. And I just always wanted. We talked about this a long time ago, but I always wanted, like, even if we never worked out, I definitely want you to be like, so that you could say, you know, it didn't work out, but I'm in such a better place than when we started dating. If we divorced and you, bitch, I'll kill you.
I'm gonna let you finish your thought because I have something to take. Go ahead.
If we ever divorced or separated, whatever, that like you would move on in your life, but you're in just such a better place than you were when we met. And I've always been like that in friendships and relationships.
The only this is what I was about to say. What I was gonna say is that this motherfucker gonna tell me yesterday if I want to divorce him, do it over text. He said to text him. He said don't do it in face to face because he doesn't want to deal with that. He said just text him and then just don't talk to him again. Isn't that crazy as fuck?
My favorite kind of breakup is just a text. You may think I'm a fucking shitty person. I don't care. I don't want the respect. No, you know what's respect for me? Don't look me in the eyes. Don't even talk to me. Don't come near me. You want to break up with me? Let me know. Text me. Don't ever fucking talk to me again. If you want to walk in my face, be like, oh my God, I fucking love you, but we're not meant to be. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of my face, bitch. No, I can't do it. It pisses me off. I love a breakup text.
So I told him if he ever like divorced me through text, I was gonna burn his house down.
Yeah, you pissed me off last night. I was like, you got your phone with you? Yo, you got your phone?
But anyway, yeah, I mean, you are definitely like a Build-A-Bear shop ass nigga for sure. Yeah. But I think that is probably the reason why you attract people that just like use you and shit like that, because them type of people are where the users will be at.
You can't use me now because like I'm not letting you in.
I mean, yeah, they can if you give them space to. Because you always be like, you always like.
Tell me what I always do. Tell me about me.
I'm about to tell you about you, fool, and you about to sit here and be like, because now I'm about to read you, bitch. What you always do is whenever like, because you a Build-A-Bear factory ass nigga. Whenever you get somebody who could do something else, like with the second that they try to like want to do some more, you like, okay, boom, I'll help you, whatever the fuck you want to, and then you do it. You don't care. You don't ever ask like how it should be done or like that. They're just like, I want you to do this, and this, and you just blindly go yes because I want to help them out, and then I'll even like do it a little bit. I'll do whatever you said to do it a little bit more. Like they'd be like, I want you to open up 5 bank accounts. She's like, I'm gonna open up 10.
I don't like,
but he's scamming out them bitches and you don't even know.
Yeah, I don't love letting. Yeah, like my love language is doing things for you.
That's what I'm saying.
Like you don't get.
That's
to
how
cook.
you get used.
You don't get to cook here. You don't get to do shit. Like you sit down, play your video game, and I'll drop off your plate.
And I'm cool with that. But
You're
I would
like,
also.
That one, but anyway.
Yeah.
Whoa, hold on. Yeah, I know. I love just like doing things for people.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just like it's my mom and me that's like, if you want it done, just do it right.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like I know you can do it, but like whatever, I'll just do it because I already know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I have such trouble in our relationship relinquishing like
sitting the fuck back somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But when I sit back and let you do something, it's like, oh, you ain't gonna help me. I'm all or nothing, okay?
I may have told you to sit back and undercook the noodles for that pasta.
Undercooked? No.
But that don't mean
undercooked and overcooked because you put 2 different noodles in the pot.
Yeah, half were mushy and half were not done right.
And you randomly just decided halfway through cooking the other noodles you were
that I was gonna put other noodles in there. Yes, I did. But fuck you. That's why.
Yeah. That's what I fucking thought. I gotta restart this.
So what else?
No, that's.
You restarted it to do that? We could have just kept
like
going.
Say bye. No, we only had 2 minutes until it turned off. Also, I meant to say this, but you guys, you're so impatient. So anyway, if you have any like topics along the same thing, like don't give. I'm all about a suggestion unless I don't like it. But
That's really wild.
Is that not true?
That's very true, actually.
If you have like suggestions of like topics we could talk about, break down, dive into, like I'm totally down for it. But like unless they're dumb, like don't give me pop culture stuff. I don't want to talk about it. Oh, you could like take it from a pop culture, like how fucking MGK cheated on Megan Fox
recently.
Yes, he just did.
I'm not surprised.
These men. And they're beautiful women.
They all, bro.
There's just something about an ugly man cheating on a beautiful woman that's like trending.
I'm convinced all of them motherfuckers is missing a few brains. All of them. They all
Every
are.
single one.
Because ain't no way in hell. Megan Fox, bro.
Beyonce, Megan Fox, Kim Kardashian, Bella Hadid. They all got cheated on. Not even cute guys who cheat on them.
Yeah.
Billie Eilish was right when she was like, you give an ugly guy a chance and then you make him feel hot. And then all of a sudden he's cheating on you.
And all of a sudden, like that fucking foot fungus that she had. When he was a grown ass man and she was a 16-year-old. Let's talk about it.
Illegal.
Not only did you cheat on that girl, but you cheated on a child.
Yeah, so like leave topics if you want. And we can break them down and talk about different things. My name is Nicholas. Thanks for being here in our chipped fucking wall.
What's my name?
Your name's Edmon. What's my EMMIZZIEE?
Did you like the Rihanna show?
I'm scared of the Navy.
I'm not. That shit was mid.
I like that.
But she's very pregnant, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
love a pregnant lady who's willing to stand on scaffolding in the middle, like a bajillion feet in the air. Like, honestly, slay your life. You know,
like that is impressive.
Do your thing. I just wish it was someone like with current music.
Yes,
you know what I mean. And people were like, I made that point.
I don't even think she played her good shit either. Like,
no, she played her like
she played shit that white people like.
Radio music, the radio hits. But she should have just redid her last tour. That'd have been fucking unreal.
I don't think I've seen nothing from her last tour.
You know the Travis Scott one's like, ooh, all that music.
She just did that whole album.
Yeah, I wish it was somebody with like current music. And people were like, well, they did like Eminem and all these people. I go, that's a throwback. That's different. She hasn't been gone long enough to be a throwback.
Right.
Like
she's still current. She just
doesn't have current music.
Yeah, like
so like
everybody loves Rihanna. I was just like I didn't realize, and that's what that show did for me. Sorry, y'all. We were saying goodbye, but I got up on this. That's what that thing did for me that made me realize about Rihanna is that I love Rihanna, but like I realized that like
it's not her music. It's her.
It's not her music. That's
how I feel about Doja. Although I do like Doja Cat's music, but I like Doja Cat. If she never made music again, still a Doja fan. Same with SZA. Love SZA. Whether she puts out music or not. Now, I do like your music, so don't fucking stop, even though you said you were. You just like Rihanna. Yeah.
And I thought she was the GOAT because she was Rihanna, but I don't really care for a lot of that music that she played.
But if she just played the other music.
Now I'm thinking about it now, like back then that shit was hard, but like now I'm just like.
Think about all your favorite artists. Like it's not their radio songs.
If she had newer music, it would be like.
You like the music that Any artist wouldn't play at the Super Bowl.
But I don't know if Beyonce went up there and did all her music from like 4 or Sasha Fierce, then that'd be lit. That should be lit, bro. That should be lit. Countdown. If Beyonce did Countdown, bro.
Hear me out. Next Super Bowl, Nicki Minaj. Ooh. With full production, though. Like, full staging production. Because she's a lunatic, right? Like, she would have, like, the crazy... Roman will come out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm ready. I honestly think a Nicki one we're due for a Nicki one.
That'll be sweet.
She has like 1 million features. She could bring out fucking everyone.
But she don't even need to because she got slappers on her own.
No, for sure. But I think it would be such a huge show if Nicki did it, bro.
Yeah.
I think it'd be. I think it'd really be really.
She should go out and do Looking Ass Nigga so you can sing along. Thank y'all for watching this podcast. My name is Edmon. This is Nicholas. You can follow us at the Emmizzie Podcast on Instagram.
Get the fuck off my live. Cut the cameras, dead ass. We're done now. We're actually done.
What do they follow you at?
No. Shut up, dude.